Heights, the steady favourite at $4.90. Maridpoor at 56 and Arena at 16. Yavana's Pace 37. The Hind at $11 and Travel Mate at 10. So those two right throughout betting, Rod, the 7 and 8, have both been very steady.
Just stayed solid, Chris.
Yep.
Just stayed solid.
Skybow 44. 99 The Message. 18 for Streak. 81 Lahar. 37 Second Coming. 79 Able Master. Bohemoth is 25 and Figurehead 175. Rogan Josh, steady 2 at 610. Labille also has been at quote most right throughout at $10. Brew 45, 67 Lady Elsie. Rabor 48, 33 The Warrior, Zabwan at 141 and Zazabel at 44. New South Wales pool now up past the over 9.6 million now for the Cup. We'll take a break and return with more on Cup Day. There's the blimp, the Goodyear blimp flying there over Flemington. Should be a fantastic crowd. Be interesting to find out just the numbers there today too. Expecting near 100,000.
Well, you'd think in those weather conditions and being the day that it is, they couldn't help but get somewhere near it.
Okay, now we've got Morfordville approaching and the updater here on race 4. Made to orders, Central Park at 56. Sky Heights is shorter on Super Tab at $4.90 with probably hometown Damien Oliver too. Into 5.50 New South Wales, 6.40 Queensland, then 61 Maridpoor. Arena at 17, Yavana's Pace 36, the Hind 11, a little shorter New South Wales, probably the Jimmy Cassidy factor there. Travel Mate at 10, then further over to Skybow 45, The Message at 105, Streak 19, Lahar 88, Second Coming 39, 80 Able Master, 26 Bohemoth, Figurehead at 174, and then further down you've got Rogan Josh. It's into 580 now, 590 New South Wales and 590 Queensland. Labille 10s, 12s in New South Wales, 11s Queensland, 48 Brew, 76 Lady Elsie, 48 Rabor, 33 The Warrior, 144 Zabwan, and Zazabel is at 46. We'll take a break and return with more right after this on Cup Day. The runners again and the colours for you so you can keep your eyes on them. Tie the Knot and those famous red colours with the white cap is paying $8.70.
And it's obviously shorter in the bookies ring. And
yeah, it's been certainly a big, as we said, a big go for Tie the Knot.
I just wonder if it wins the reception. I don't know whether it's going to be too complimentary.
There he is, wearing the blinkers, first time today. Number 2 is Central Park and Frankie Dettori, the rider. And the odds there, $56 at the moment, Central Park.
You'd think Frankie's won his race for Flemington today.
I'd say so. Sky Heights still the favourite at $4.90. And Sky Heights is carrying those colours there, as you can see, the checks, the yellow and blue checks. Now to number 4, Maridpoor. And Maridpoor is still quoted at $61. Now we come to number 5, Arena, very familiar colours to you, from the Inghams and the Hawke Stable and all the All Cerise. $17 for Arena. Yavana's Pace, and it's now at $36. Number 7, the Hind, and we've seen those colours worn on many occasions with the Hayes Stable, and the Hind is showing $11. Travel Mate at $10. Distinctive colours there, you won't be able to miss those. Same as Sky Bow, they stand out at $45. Now to number 10, The Message, and The Message is $107. 11 is Streak, $19. To number 12, Lahar, and Lahar is at $90. 13, Second Coming, and Second Coming is now $39. Able Master at $79. Down to 15, Bohemoth at $26. 16 Figurehead, a real roughie at $170. Then to the second pick in the race now, Rogan Josh, and those light bluish colours with the circles at $5.90. Les Beale, and Les Beale is at $10. To 19 Brew at $48. Lady Elsie, $78. Down to Rabor at $48. Number 22 is the Warrior at $33. Zabwan at $147. And finally Zazabel at $47. They're the colours and the latest market on the cup. And let's have a look at the market movers now. Tie the Knot's been the best back runner in the race. Has come into $8.50, $6.90 in New South Wales, $7.10 in Queensland, but Sky Heights still the favourite. Rogan Josh on the second line, Tie the Knot on the third line. Travel Mate is at 10, so is Les Beale, and the Hind at $11. They're the top 6 fancies for the Cup. As you see, the runners there, and a lot of nerves at the moment as the jockeys are now mounting up.
Interested to see Travel Mate, which is number 8. And there's the Hind, the one you like. The one that they said was stirring up a bit should be directly behind the Hind if he is in this parade. There he is, yeah. And attendant either side of Travel Mate.
Just to keep him calm?
Yeah, doesn't look too bad, though. No. There is a bit of sweat there.
Yeah, well, it's apparently a pretty warm day as well.
Yeah, notice a bit of sweat under the saddle cloth. He just might be that shade on the toe, Travel Mate.
OK, so the runners are about to go onto the track, of course, for the running.
Old Skybow looks well, Chris.
Yeah, he's been a great old horse, and he's certainly a good stayer. If there's one going to be whacking away at the finish, there's no doubt that Skybow could be one of those horses. He probably has lost a bit of toe over the years, as you do when you get on. As you know.
I think I've lost a foot.
And the runner's going onto the track now for the Cup. The message there in screen with the young Aaron Spateria aboard.
Toey too.
And Sky Heights still favourite, has been favourite right throughout at $4.90. Only a point away, Rogan Josh is now at $5.90. Tie the Knot is at $8.50. As you see, Bart Cummings there with the second favourite, Rogan Josh, and hoping for 11 wins today. Remarkable effort. Now, we're getting a protest through from Eagle Farm, and it's a minor one. Fourth against third. And fourth was number 4, which was Umanique. So 1, 3, 6. 4 ran fourth. There was a bit of tightening there when they were battling out about halfway down the straight. So fourth against third there, the protest, a minor one there at Eagle Farm.
Just while that was coming through too, Chris, see Street go past there and just ahead of Lahar, and he did look quite nice and relaxed.
There's the full market again for you coming up. Tie the Knot, $8.50. Central Park, $56. Sky Heights, $4.90. Married Poor, $61. Arena, $17. Yavana's Pace, $37. The Hind, $11. And Travel Mate, $10. As the market is updating, further over, we go to Skybow, $45. 107 The Message, 19 Streak. 90 Lahar, 39 Second Coming, Able Master 79, Behemoth 26, Figurehead at 170. And then further over to Rogan Josh 590, Les Beale 10, Brew at 48, Lady Elsie 78, Rabor at 48, The Warrior at 33, Zabwan at 147, and Zazabel is at $47. 9 minutes. And on Super Tab now, 13.1 million has been invested.
Just a little point too, Chris. Second Coming and Brew carry similar colours, and I think the distinction today is Second Coming wears the red cap and Brew has the black cap.
Okay, something to look out for. Okay, market movers again for you. The top 6 have been the top 6 right throughout. And there's been a few moves. Sky Heights has been steady at $4.90, around that quote most of the race. Rogan Josh $5.90, Tie the Knots the firmer into 8.50. Travel Mate at 10. 10's Labille, the hind 11. Here's Rogan Josh, the 7-year-old. Johnny Marshall. John hasn't been able to win a cup. Has run, I think, second on one occasion there. On one of
Rosedale?
Rosedale, yeah.
Just that horse a bit sweaty round the neck too, Chris.
Yeah.
Rogan.
Obviously a bit of nerves and also the heat there at Flemington today.
Just saw a
She
Brew
looks
there
good,
in the
like
background. Yeah, she does, and she stayed firm in the market too. My Hope, the long odds one, Brew, just got a bit of a brief glimpse of it, that second coming, and there's Brew now.
And Lance O'Sullivan, the rider.
Well, I sincerely hope that when they get to the line, that's the view the opposition gets. Brew's rump.
Okay, they go out under that famous arch there at Flemington. And the full market again, as you can see, going through the fancied ones for you. Tie the Knot at 8.50. Sky Heights at 4.90. Arena 17. The Hind at 11 and Travel Mate at 10. Then go down to Streak at 19. The rest there all over 20s. The second pick is Rogan Josh at 5.90. Labille at 10. And all other runners there over the 20 to 1 mark. But most people have made their minds up by now, and throughout the clubs and the pubs and the TABs of Australia, no doubt there'll be a huge crowd gathered around the television screens. So whatever you have back today, we wish you all the best. There'll be a lot of money.
There's not much else we can. There's not much else we can do now, Chris. Bar wish them good luck.
First time ever too. The first 4 on a Melbourne Cup, and that should pay a handy dividend, especially if there's a couple of roughies get into the placings, and there should be.
Well, with the big pools, the dividends are always good. And an old-timer always told me, he said, the best way to bet in the Melbourne Cup is to back the favourite for the place, because the place pool's so big. But for whatever that's worth.
Final runner about to go onto the track, and that is Zazabel with Eddie Wilkinson aboard. So the 24 runners are going on to the track, most of them on there now, for the running of the 3,200 metre Foster's Melbourne Cup. There it is, and the big prize at the end of this 3,200 metre race.
They're nice, full of mullet.
Yeah, well, Foster's would do me.
Well, at this stage, I'll cop a glass of water. In fact, if Brew gets beaten, that's what I'll be drinking.
Sky Heights, the favourite right throughout. Rogan Josh at $6 now. Tie the Knot at 8.50. Then you've got Travel Mate, Labille and the Hind on the next set of betting there. And the pool, 13.6 million on Super Tab, a little more New South Wales. There's runners heading towards the barrier for the running of the big one today, and soon we will know. The race is due in 5 minutes from now. There's the updater again for you before they reach the barrier. Tie the Knot at 8.50, 4.90 Sky Heights, Arena 17, 11 the Hind, Travel Mate 10, then 19 Streak, and we'll go further over to Rogan Josh, $6 and 11 Labille, others over 20s. A break, then we're back for the big one at Flemington. The scene at Flemington, the huge crowd as the runners are moving in for the Foster's Melbourne Cup of 1999. 24 runners, and we wish him a great call too as we take you to Greg Miles for the Foster's Melbourne Cup.
And thank you, Chris. Kate Sobrano is just singing the national anthem as you cross in front of what I'm sure is more than 100,000 on track today. And thank you, Brendan, as you join us. The national anthem is being sung to a crowd that has risen to its feet, and I'm sure it would be over 100,000. It went over that mark last year for the first time since 1980. Under perfect conditions, the roar from the crowd of 100,000 plus. Kate Sobrano loving every moment of that. And there they are behind the stalls for the running of the big race. The Cup this year worth $2.7 million. The the 139th running of this great race. Rebor out behind the line. There's Streak. Great scenes from our vantage point, and soon the big 2-miler will be underway. They'll be calling them into the start. Sky Heights, as expected, is the clear favourite for the race after his brilliant performance in the Caulfield Cup. Tie the Knot, one would have thought he might have been bigger odds considering everybody was dropping off him, but he's certainly had his supporters today, as has Rogan Josh. Labille and Travelmate would be the next best in the market. Travelmate easing a couple of points on track. He certainly did get fizzed up when he was in the parade, and Yavana's Pace was also allowed to come onto the track riderless, and the jockey got on board just as they came onto the track. He was out of the parade in itself down the Razor's Run. Now the starter's about to call them in for the Foster's Melbourne Cup. 3,200 metres for the great race, and they're starting to call them up now. Sky Heights is first locked away on the inside. The hind comes up into gate number 2. Rebor coming into stall 3. Wider out, Zazabel has joined them, and Brew is ready. Alongside Brew, Tie the Knot. I just wonder what the reception would be if he happened to win. He's a great horse, turned in a terrible performance on Saturday, but his 2-mile efforts are without any doubt the best in the field, and one wouldn't be surprised to see him really turn it on with a big win today. Now Arena comes up into the lane. Behemoth is set. Sky Heights at 480, the clear favourite in the Cup though. There's the Warrior. Well, the Warrior came through the victory in the Saab. It hasn't produced many Cup winners. I think Big was the last to do the double, but he's been set for the race. And well, 12 months ago he was a maiden, but he's a Bizabeel, and they've taken their time with him. Figurehead is about to come along. Central Park is linked in over near the outside. Drawn alongside Yavana's Pace. Not too far away from Dispatch Point here. Travelmate stood up in 7. The Warrior's gone in. Labille is still out behind the line in company with Figurehead. The Message on the move. Sky Heights standing up beautifully down on the inside. 10 horses have won the Caulfield Melbourne Cup double. Rogan Josh has settled in the gates. Start imminent. Lady Elsie moved up. Figurehead is away. Figurehead and Lady Elsie to come along. There's Lady Elsie ready now. Figurehead to come up with Labille also, and we'll have them right to run. There's Labille ready, and Figurehead joined them. Stand by for a start. They're set and racing. Sky Heights and the hind got away well with Rebor. Maridpoor bumped at the start. Behemoth drops back behind them. Able Master got away well. So did Travelmate and Lahar with second coming down towards the inside. Zabwan was away fast. He shot Labille across their heels down towards the inside. Arena trying to get into a good place early. On the outside, the Warriors working forward with his lightweight. Rogan Josh is trapped out, and Central Park is heading forward as well. But the Warrior has crossed the field very comfortably and found the fence in front, and now he put the brakes on and allowed Central Park to go to the lead. At the 300 the first time, Central Park led Rogan Josh and the Warrior. The Message just behind them fourth, wanting to over-race a fraction. Zabwan's on the fence, followed by Zazabel. 1 second coming the hind. Tie the Knot on the outside of those, and they're followed then by Travelmate Lahar. Yavana's Pace on the outside, 3 deep. A length and a half to Sky Heights, has got back worse in midfield. Able Master is outside Arena, 3 deep. A length and a half Rebor, Brew, and they're followed by Streak and Maridpoor. Back behind those horses, turning out of the straight is Skybow. He's being followed by Figurehead, Behemoth, Labille, and Lady Elsie is last of all. Central Park has been taken to the lead by Frankie Dettori at the 2,000 metres, and he sets the tempo by 2 lengths to Rogan Josh. The Warrior on the inside is third. A length and a half to the Message, followed by Zabuan. 2 lengths to Zazabel, a length and a half further back second. Coming outside the Hind, having a good run. 1 Lahar Travel Mate, then came Tie the Knot out 3 wide. Sky Heights on the inside of Yavana's Pace. A length and a half further back Rabor, and then Able Master. Arena can't get on the track 3 wide. 1 Married Poor Brew. 2 lengths further back in the field, Skybow, followed by Streak 2 Behemoth Figurehead, and the last couple of Labille on the outside of Lady Elsie. Heading out to the 1,400 metre mark now, and Central Park the leader, about a length clear as he runs into the back straight. He's in front of the Message second. On the inside is the Warrior. A length and a half to Rogan Josh fourth. He's having a good run. A length behind him Zabuan. 2 lengths further back is Zazabel. They're followed by the Hind second, coming Travel Mate. 2 lengths behind those horses then is Lahar, and then Sky Heights. 2 to Tie the Knot, still out wide, followed by Yavana's Pace and Rabor. About 3 lengths further back in the field then is Arena. Able Master, Married Poor, followed by Brew, and then Figurehead and Behemoth. Streak as well back from Skybow, and Labille at the tail end of the field with Lady Elsie. Central Park led the Message coming up the side. Rogan Josh and the Warrior third and fourth, and then Zazabel followed by Zabuan. Then the Hind followed by Tie the Knot taking off, and second coming goes with him. Travel Mate on the inside, needing to get into the clear. Lahar is next as they neared the home corner from Figurehead. Sky Heights is back behind them and hard ridden as they corner into the straight. Central Park is the leader from on the outside. Rogan Josh, Zazabel coming home. The Warriors going for a run on the inside and getting it. Travel Mates following him through there as they came along to the 300. The Warrior in Central Park with Zazabel on the outside and Rogan Josh. Travel Mates trying to get into the clear, and so is the Hind. It's tight there. Rogan Josh with Central Park and the Warrior, the 3 leaders from Zazabel on the outside. It's Central Park, the Warrior and Rogan Josh. Rogan Josh and Central Park. Rogan Josh, Bart did it again. Rogan Josh from Central Park. Photo third either Lahar or Zazabel from Travel Mate and the Warrior. And then second coming, back behind them, Behemoth and the Hind, followed by Brew, Skybow, and then came Zabuan, Figurehead and Streak, trailed in by Sky Heights, never got into it. Then Married Poor, followed by Labille, and they were followed then by the Message and Lady Elsie, Rabor, and then came Yavana's Pace as a riderless one going over the line there. Able Masters lost the rider in transit. Tie the Knot has finished well back, and so was Arena. Number 17 is the winner of the Foster's Melbourne Cup. Number 17, Rogan Josh, ridden by John Marshall. Bart's won his 11th. Johnny Marshall has won his second. Number 17 first. Second's gone to number 2, Central Park. Godolphin almost pulling off a miraculous win, but Rogan Josh, ridden an inspired race by John Marshall, has worn him down in the last 50 metres with the polish of an absolute maestro shining through.
No question about it. It's every jockey's dream to finally do it. It hasn't sunk in, but I know it's building.
It will, and John, there's a lot of people to thank. You know, Bart's had the confidence in you, hasn't he?
Well, on and off he has.
Yes.
But I was glad that he stuck with me this time.
He really was, and everybody, I think you had nearly all of Australia out there cheering for you. You were a sentimental favourite. Can you, Johnny Marshall, you know, had your highs and lows in racing, but gee, isn't this a high?
It certainly is, John. It makes up for all the lows ever possible.
You've won big ones all over Australia, and how does this compare?
No comparison, John. You just can't compare it.
You can't compare it, Jono. It's great to see you win it, and
thanks, John.
I'm as happy as everybody else is at Flemington for you. Good luck, Jono.
Thanks very much.
And the rest of the carnival.
Thanks a lot.
That was John Marshall, the winning jockey with Johnny Letts, and here he is, the man who's just won the 11th Melbourne Cup, Bart Cummings. Well done.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes, you.
Yeah, it was great.
You've become used to this feeling over the years?
Oh, yeah, but it's still hard to win, mate, I tell you.
Yeah, they are hard to win, but he got him in a beautiful spot early. There was a lot of trouble in the field down the straight the first time, and he was just up, parked outside the leader, doing it beautifully.
Well, we've drawn out there a few other times and we've won, and we looked at all the tapes the last couple of days, and we had a plan and it worked out Quite well.
When you first got this horse, Bart, just 4 months ago, did you in your wildest dreams think that you would be in this position with him on the first Tuesday in November?
Of course I did, yes. No way, mate.
Well, what about the achievement just before you do go? As I mentioned to you in an interview before the race, you're always calm. What about now? How's Bart Cummings feel right at this very minute on the first Tuesday in November?
Well, I'm happy. I'm relieved. It's all over. Got to start looking for next year now.
I don't detect a tear, do I?
No, that was last year. I didn't have enough on.
Well done.
That was saintly, wasn't it?
Good on you, Bart.
Okay.
The greatest Melbourne Cup trainer of our era, the greatest Melbourne Cup trainer of any era, James Bartholomew Cummings, who prepares a horse for this day and also the hour and the minute that they go to the stalls when the nation stops for the running of the great race, the Foster's Melbourne Cup. And here is John Marshall returning to scale now after riding a perfect race in a race that the stewards will have plenty to say about, because not the complete field completed the course, but the one at the head of affairs was Rogan Josh, a former Perth galloper. He ran second in the Perth Cup. He was headed to Bart Cummings. Why not give it to Bart? He's the greatest Melbourne Cup trainer of all time. And now, right at this moment, that decision pays dividends in spades. There is a dead heat for third in the Foster's Melbourne Cup between number 12, Lahar, and number 24, Zazabel. So the numbers are 17, the winner, second placing to number 2, and that was Central Park, and a dead heat for third between Lahar and Zazabel. And here is John Marshall back to scale now. What a wonderful achievement it is. And I know the owners of this horse agonised over the decision to send him over to the other side of the country, but as we said, it's certainly proven to be the right decision. And I'll tell you something now, I think I did detect a tear in the eye of JB Cummings. 11 Melbourne Cup victories. He's been through a bit of hardship in his career, Bart, but he's bounced back and he's done the best thing that he knows how to do. That is not only to train winners, not of just any race, but this race, the Foster's Melbourne Cup. For the last time in the 1900s, he trains his 11th winner, and surely that is a record that no matter how long they run this wonderful race will never, ever be broken. John Marshall just saying well done to the Connections, and they're returning the favour to him. The view from the Goodyear blimp up above shows this wonderful scene, and there he is, the man himself, John Marshall, making his way to the scales, where he will hop on with the very light weight of just 50 kilos, 8 kilos lighter than he carried in the McKinnon here on Saturday. We said it was a wonderful trial, and that's the way it's proven. And as John Marshall gets off the scales, he joins Mark Aston.
Johnny, you've just etched your name into the record books. What a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, nothing can replace it. Certainly a dream come true.
Gee, there was some problems with the race. There was a lot of interference, both at the start and also halfway down the straight. Did you detect any of that?
No, well, I sort of edged my way across gradually, and I worked into a nice, comfortable position, so I wasn't too aware of that.
You've been around for a long, long time. Did you ever think something like this would happen?
Well, I don't know about a long, long time. I still have a long, long time to go. But no, certainly not, especially a fortnight ago. I didn't even have a cup ride, and, you know, and then I was on Rue Lopez, and he went amiss, so to win the cup's just a dream.
What did Bart say to you before the race?
Oh, well, Bart's as usual, ride him like a stayer, sort of frame.